What's good, y'all? It's your boy Frankie T, and I'm with my boy Frankie T, and this is a combo with Frankie T.
Yeah.
But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the secret to productivity by the ex-Google, ex-Facebook millionaire. If you don't already know who Techlead is, he's one of my favorite YouTubers that I like to watch on this space. And essentially, I'm just doing a reaction to this video because this video is very similar to a video that I made previously. When I first started my YouTube channel. It was a combo from Frankie T episode. I'm gonna link it in the description. But it had very much a similarity with this specific video from Techlead. But essentially, in this video, he talks about people nowadays, when it comes to knowledge is power, but applied knowledge really power. You have people nowadays, they'll tell you, oh, I read 25 books a year, 30 books a year, 50 books a year, and they use this as a flex, a straight flex, like, oh, I do this, you don't read these books, you're not gaining knowledge, you don't have the knowledge, like Ty Lopez, knowledge. And people tote this as success, by doing this. But Techlead is kind of, and I'll link this video in the description. He's really talking about, hey, like, yeah, you can get the knowledge, you can read those books and whatnot, but are you taking that knowledge and putting it into practical action?
Okay, now here's the thing. All those people in your life who have told you to go read some books, go read some textbooks, go educate yourself, learn something new, go to school, go to college, get a degree, go get a job, get an internship. Here's my question. Do any of these activities make you successful? Does reading a book make you successful? Does becoming knowledgeable at something make you a successful person? Does that define productivity? Is that the meaning of it?
I think that is the most important thing, which I agree with him 100%. And what I said in my video, which I'll also link in the description, you can read all the books, but if you don't actually go out there and apply the practical knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere, And, in this day and age, it's very much marketed to be that way. You have people that, like I said, will sit there and tell people to do these things, read all these self-help books, read all these maybe books on whatever space that they're trying to, or industry they're trying to get into, but they don't really talk about attaining that practical knowledge to get to the point on where they need to be. A lot of people can be very, very successful at what they do, but they don't spend time putting in that practical work. They're mostly spending time having this false sense of productivity by reading or listening to podcasts and stuff like that, which, not saying it's bad, it's good, but, thinking that, having that false sense, a lot of people don't realize that doing that can give you that false sense of productivity and can really screw things up because you're not putting time into actually doing the work, because that's where you'll really, learn the information. Experience is the greatest teacher, but without further ado, Frankie T, what you think about this?
Well, yeah, so I agree with the points that you mentioned, obviously because we're the same person, but
but one of the things I want to add on to that is that, I think people have a fear of failure. And so the reason why I think of this is because I think productivity is kind of directly proportional to success. So if people are out there, they're failing, they're showing that they're failing, because when it comes to success and wanting to be successful, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot of times. And so people will be afraid to fail. So they kind of make this false sense of this, productivity, and make themselves look really great by saying, oh, I read these books, I did this, I read this book fully to the end, I learned this and that. I can tell you about things, but they can't show you the practical knowledge that comes with that. So, I think that's probably my biggest thing with this. I feel like that, people need to kind of not be afraid to fail, and not do things that are going to, if you don't know what you want to do in your life, getting the books and reading books is good. Yeah, you're spending money, but at least it's not as bad. But you have the internet, you have Google, where you can look up a lot of things for free. You don't need to go to college to figure out what you need to do, because now you're going to be going in debt. And I think that's probably unnecessary, if you ask me, because what if you don't want to do what you actually want to do, and now you have a degree that you can't put actual practical use to with practical knowledge. Use that knowledge in practice, I should say. So that's just my food for thought, or our food for thought. But yeah, I'm gonna pass that right back to you. But without further ado, with that all being said, I'm going to link Techlead's video, my video, and then the other reaction video that I made to Techlead as well in the description below. If you're new here, we make videos on everything money, mindset, finance. So if you're interested in any of those topics, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too if you like this video. But I really appreciate you guys. I have my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Forex Instagram all in the links below too, so go ahead and follow those. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
2 times.
Hey, T-Mills, hey, I need that guap in my hand. 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 I need that guap in my hand.